Onivia, League of Legends highlights.
Mr. Jarvan.
All right. Pretty interesting, you know. Again, we were thinking maybe a Galio. I was thinking even an
First, so knew that Clid was not going to be in this part of the jungle. It was actually in bot side. And he gets the scuttle, but LM is here.
Here we go. Flash on in. One combo. Can they do it? The last auto is not enough. LM tries to tank it up, and we have the speed boost coming in now with the acceleration gate, and just barely. That was a very consistent kind of gank with the targeted stun. And you do have, of course, the, you know, the execute damage that does come from this pick. Now, Kana doesn't have any summoner.
Yeah, he does not.
And the Camille, very consistent with the stun. Here it comes. The spear a little bit to the side there. But Kana, I believe, should still be run down here. We'll see if they do have the damage as the spear comes out. Clid should have this lead, and there it is. Clid picks up the kill for the second of the game.
Yeah, this is a really... And even though the spear doesn't hit, there's just too much damage here. More importantly, what's happening in live BDD?
Just gonna get flashed on, but the exhaust is there. They still have the damage as Ruler will pull his sticks out of Gumayusi. They do get that
sense. It's really well executed, just based on map awareness. And meanwhile, Kana being very aggressive again. Clid is rotating back up, so see if we see once again.
This is rough for Kana. He's going to try to turn it onto Rascal. Here comes the Pantheon Light, desperately trying to get on in there with the Ignite, and he will pick up the kill, but LM did also take out his jungle opponent, and now we got a little bit of a 1-on-3 here. LM pushing the issue a little bit too far. BDD, though, with no ultimate. Take a little bit to take him down, but they do eventually pick up the kill.
Here he is here. Caster Blessing on this
flash. No flash this time for Keria.
Oh, the hook!
Okay, there we go. Hook is going to land, but we do have the Fate's Call coming in. Ruler looking to potentially counter-engage, but the sleep on a life. He throws himself in to the danger, but at least Gumayusi pretty out of position there. Looking for a dive here. We got Pantheon looking for that angle. Rascal takes the right one. He is going to flash south away from the Pantheon with a flash over the wall. Exec Ultimatum looking to buy some time. Rascal getting that speed up. The trouble bubble is going to miss. But at the end of the day, still going to be the kill going the way of LM.
However, you know, Ruler is going to get some extra plates here right before 14 minutes. Going to get the turret as well. Will be the first turret of the game. So question is it actually a good trade here? I mean, you want something if you're T1. You are able to find value. You are going to get the top plates, but...
You out before these team fights happen. I feel like there's a lot more onus on Gen.G to try to force fights and engages. And if they don't have it, it might not go their way. As we're looking to just burst down Rascal, LM, the Ninja Pantheon. They were not expecting that, and easily able to shut down the Camille once again for his third death. And just again, giving even more gold into the pockets of these hugely, the guys that are going to have huge poke damage as this game comes along in the mid game.
And again, without...
She can just kind of burst you down at range, but T1 have the range advantage on her as well. So even though BDB has a nice amount of farm in here, you want to have hard engage, you want to have tools to enable your engage, and you just lost a big one right there. Keria, though, I'm not sure about this. Hope he's got a stopwatch. Looks like he's got absolutely nothing, but still the first damage coming out onto Clid is massive. Looking to turn it now onto Kana, who's kind of caught here all alone. The gameplay button out of the Syndra is going to just burst him down. This is going to immediately create that 4-on-3. You see Faker and Gumayusi trying to just shell at them from the backline, and LM surviving for an incredibly long time. Low health bars here on the side of Gen.G. An incredibly close skirmish as Faker gonna get stunned down by BDD. In the backline here, 1v4 is eventually gonna get taken out, but at least he takes BDD with him. Calm it down and try not to fight on Gen.G's terms. Try not to dive into that one.
Yeah.
We'll see how that goes.
I think it feels so great anymore because, you know, when you're saying of stuff like this, you can get isolated.
Oh boy.
You're the front line.
Yeah, he's got a shield, but that's not gonna save him against 5 members. As okay, Faker, he's angry. That's gonna set up the kill. Kana comes in, and that's that alley-oop that you can get.
Scared to check, and they're just gonna sneak this Baron away, Valdez. Freebie.
Absolutely. He got all the Ren set he needs. The smite comes in, and now they're looking to turn it around, trying to get on top of that, but they gotta be careful about running straight into Gen.G with the Baron buff. Everybody else has tools. The sustain on the Callista, you get the Banshee's Veil on the Syndra. but I suppose not this game for Clid, it looks like. But either way, trying to push the issue here. Want to engage onto Kana as life nearly dies, but again, many tools for him to try to survive in these team fights. Has a Zhonya's himself.
Yeah, I actually really like what you're saying there. If you had the extra heals and the sustain, a lot of these situations where you're trying to slowly push in to end the game becomes so difficult, right? This is not the first time we've seen a game like this where the team has a pretty nice lead, but just it's so difficult to close out even with Baron buff because the enemy team has so much siege damage, so much poke, and for you to use your comp correctly to engage into their base is just almost impossible. Reminds me of that Afrika DRX game that you and I commentated last week that went supreme late game. We might be in for another one of those situations here, just because it's so difficult for Gen.G to close out this game. It's unstoppable for it's actually really a good thing that you mentioned is we are going to see Keria be extremely aggressive here. Not going to find anything. This is actually really risky.
Oh,
no. Okay.
Clid, what is going on? Why are you there? That might just be the key that T1 needed. We're not going to see that hook land, but already 2 kills, and Ellen has found backline access. Now, he's alone, as Rascal is going to be alone as well. Ellen going to just try to survive. Will dodge his teammate's lantern and die. So, not going to be the case there. T1 got
to poke them down and chase them. His sleep does go off onto life here. So much burst damage, but he's going to survive. This could be the go button here. They're going in.
All right, Ellen is going to get engaged upon life. The only one, a 3-man play coming in from Keria, but he gets burst down immediately as life is going to engage. The double knockup with the flag and drag is massive, and now Gumayusi all alone trying to 200 years. He is not going to be able to. Gen.G, they find the engage that they were looking for. Life smurfs it so hard in this team fight, and they might just be able to push it in the game.
You know what I said earlier when I said, look, this team fight they had on Drake way earlier, where I said it shows that functionally this team can fight. It's so difficult to execute. The CC they have is hard to actually pull off, but Life pulls it off in a phenomenal last minute, last hope fight here for Gen.G to close this one out early. Pulls it off here, and they are going to wipe T1 and close this series out. But what a phenomenal game played by both sides. Vision control, though, beautiful for Gen.G, executing this composition, getting an early lead, and fighting well.